Hold up. Lambing Flat Riots were a series of violent anti-Chinese disturbances that took place during the Australian gold rush in the Burrangong region of New South Wales in 1860 and 1861. The area, which later became the town of Yong, attracted thousands of miners after the discovery of gold, including large numbers of Chinese immigrants. As more miners arrived, tensions grew over competitions for gold claims, cultural differences, and deeply rooted prejudice. These tensions culminated in the organized efforts by European miners to expel Chinese miners from the Goldfields. The first serious unrest occurred in December 1860 when a group of European miners, calling themselves a vigilance committee, attacked Chinese camps. These attacks were violent and destructive. Chinese miners were forcibly evicted, their belongings destroyed, and their tents looted and discarded. Law enforcement was limited and largely ineffective in preventing these acts. The situation escalated over the following months, leading to what is considered the most significant incident of the riot. On June 30, 1861, around 3,000 European miners staged a roll-up march on Chinese camps at Lambing Flat, marching under a banner that read "Roll Up, No Chinese," and accompanied by a brass band. The camps at Blackguard Gully and Back Creek. They destroyed tents, property, and badly handled the Chinese miners, many of whom fled to nearby farms for safety. Although there were widespread injuries, there were no confirmed deletions during the main riot. In the aftermath, Chinese miners were displaced en masse, with some seeking refuge as far as 20 kilometers away. The colonial government responded by dispatching police and troops from Sydney to quell the violence and restore order. The show of force eventually brought a measure of stability to the region. Some Chinese miners were permitted to return, but often under restricted conditions and in segregated areas of the goldfield. This had lasting political implications, leading to the passage of the Chinese Immigration Restriction Act by the New South Wales Parliament in November 1861. This law limited the number of Chinese immigrants allowed into the colony and marked the beginning of a series of discriminatory immigration policies across Australia. These riots reflected both economic anxieties and xenophobic sentiments among the European population, many of whom viewed Chinese miners as unfair competition due to their work ethics and different mining techniques. To distance itself from violent events, the settlement was officially renamed from Lambing Flat to Yong in honor of the then governor, Sir John Yong. Today, the Lambing Flat Folk Museum in Yong houses artifacts from the riots, including the original roll-up banner carried by the mob. In more recent times, the town has made effort to acknowledge and reconcile with its troubled history. A Chinese tribute garden has been established near Yong to honor Chinese miners who contributed to the region's development and to remember those who suffered during the riots. Historical investigations also led to limited compensations being paid to Chinese victims after Commissioner Williams was appointed to assess their claims. Despite the violence, many Chinese miners remained or returned to the area, continuing to play an important role in the local society and the economy.